Let's get some seasonal grilling tips for summer. Amanda?
The start of summer is just around the corner. Ready to break out your grill? Well, if you're looking for tips on how to create quality barbecue meals at a great value, you will love our next guest. As the executive chef of the Safeway Culinary Kitchens, Jeff Anderson is responsible for developing new products and recipes. And today he is here to demonstrate how to use quality products to create a complete summer barbecue that is both delicious and affordable. Chef, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk barbecue because I am ready to bust out the grill, my meats, my hamburgers, my cheesy dogs. But what does it really take to put together the best barbecue meal you can possibly create?
Well, okay, so first thing is, most importantly is, a great steak or barbecue starts with a great quality cut of meat. For me, I like to use Open Nature, all natural meats, really just unparalleled standards of quality and excellence, no added hormones or antibiotics, just pure great flavor. So that's the first thing. Second thing is if you're going to grill, you're going to light the fire, you're going to take the time to get everything together, make sure you season the food, whatever it is, salt and pepper or something like a dry rub of paprika and garlic and rosemary really makes things taste great. Last, once you've gone through all that effort, you might as well finish it off with topping your steak. I like to use the compound butter. It creates a sauce on the plate for the steak and really brings that flavor experience to life.
Chef, when you are shopping at Safeway and you're choosing out your meats, what are some tips that you have for picking out the best quality steak that you can? I've heard like the more fat on a steak, the better the taste, but a lot of people don't like fat and then you're sacrificing fat for meat. So walk me through, what should we be looking for?
Well, in this case, like I said, Open Nature meats are great quality. So that right there tells you that you're getting a fantastic product to begin with. But the things I look for me personally, I like ribeye steaks, so I look for the marbling. If you're going to get a steak that's got more fat than lean, like say a New York strip or a tenderloin, a steak that's a little richer in fat needs to be cooked a little bit more. Medium rare might be the right temperature, but you want to melt that fat, and that's where all that additional flavor comes from. So it really kind of comes down to personal preference. For me, I think it's about making sure it's grilled to the right temperature. I like to make sure I put salt and pepper on it and season it. I mean, those are really the critical pieces of it for me. In the case of this steak today, if you want to think about, okay, what do I got to do to cook this to the right temperature? I use a quarter turn method where I will put the steak on the fire after I've seasoned it with salt and pepper. I let it cook for a minute and a half. I give it a quarter turn, a minute and a half. I flip it and I repeat that process. So this steak to medium rare takes about 6 minutes to cook, and then let the steak rest after you're done grilling it. Top it with the compound butter, let it sit 3 or 4 minutes to let the juices kind of migrate back throughout the steak, and also really let the butter melt and baste the steak. It'll be great to eat.
Perfect. Well, I am excited to grill my steak, given what you just told us. My mouth is watering right now. I love steak so much.
I don't blame you. I think the other thing that's important if you're going to grill a steak, you need to complement that with other meal experiences. When you're talking about quality and value, you think, okay, what's really quality in a piece of meat? It's like, hey, where does it come from? How's it raised? That's great. Value, where's the value? Value sometimes has to do with how much time you spend preparing a meal. So what I like to do is I like to enhance the time it takes to prepare the steak with some convenience. I like one of our chopped salad kits. This is a new salad that we've got from Safeway Farms. It's kale, cranberry, and pecan. It's got extra vegetables cut up in it. It comes with a packet of dressing, so anybody can add dressing to it. Super simple. And then really rounding out the whole experience with a great beverage. And I've created a really neat beverage today with refreshed sparkling ice. I used a black raspberry flavor, and I made extra ice cubes out of rosé vinegar and a little fresh berries, because berries are in season and blackberries are so gorgeous right now. And all it really takes is to pour the refreshed sparkling ice into a glass, top it with ice cubes, and then give it a squeeze of fresh lime to really kind of bring all those flavors to life. You'll have a great meal.
Jeff, you make it easy. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, and don't forget, you go to Safeway.com for these recipes and others. Enjoy the grilling season.
Thanks, and the very same to you. And don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend will be right back.